Give thanks, I'm back. Give thanks. Realities of life. There's a document I don't know, I saw that on the internet a while ago. I printed it out. I said I'm gonna read it eventually. And I don't know, I kind of went over a bit. Seems very, very interesting. So I think we're gonna go through that document together. Not gonna start reading all the time. It's not with him, but to me in a way, I explain you my strategy. I come here, I read stuff, or I speak my mind or whatever, and then after I re-listen to it. So it's all strategic, my thing. I don't come here to just to put stuff out and for people to listen to it. It's mostly for my own inspiration first, my own motivation. So, but at the same time, I think everybody can benefit from that. So why not? Why not? Realities of life. To be or not to be? That is the question. To be or not to be? To be or to be an empty vessel? Everyone knows this famous phrase by Shakespeare in Hamlet. But does anyone really know what it means? The thing is, it is not a question but an answer. It is one and the same. To be is not to be at the same time. This is the path of life, learning to accept to be someone here and not to be here because it is one of the same thing. We only look like we are, but in fact we are not. We live only in our minds. This is reality. Following texts concern each and every one living in this place, in this world. It is not a biography and not for entertainment purposes. It is fundamentally important information which everybody should need and know. It is not to be taken lightly and with no disregard because it affects and concerns each and every one of us. It is about our lives. It has to be taken as it is. There are no hidden senses and no hidden references. It is about our past, present, and future. It is about the world that we are all part and in which you and everyone now and before have created for us. It shows only the true reality of life in its simplest version. Introduction. People today have a hard time living because they don't know anymore what to do with their lives, what to think of their lives, where it goes, and why they are even alive here today. The answer to this is because society has put upon them a box, a cage, a veil of lies before your eyes and in your mind. When I say society, just to be clear, I'm talking about each and every one of us. Here, now, and then. The rulers of society decides to show and tell people, and tell what people should be doing or not, and what they should know or not. They say that these are the things that are good and right for you. But what do they do not say is that it is good and right, especially for them, to keep the society running like it's supposed to be. In a perpetual motion, but really like they want it to be. Thing is, if you don't know better in your life and don't have clear view of what life really is, You will listen and believe all of what they say and show and think that it is good for you. But why do they insist to say what is good or bad for you? Every living being on this plane knows what is essentially good for them naturally. Why do they impose suggestion like that on you? To train you like an animal? Like a dog? Jump when asked to? Play dead when asked to? Mind control. What may look like mind control are only choices. But the magic is, you think it's always your choice. You decided to go there, you decided to buy this, you decided to eat this, etc. But the real question is, why did you choose to do all those things? Why did you choose to do all those things? Because you let those suggestions, that is all what they are, only suggestion, get to you. Get to you. So you think you need all those things to live normally in the society, or your life won't be good. What will happen if you don't follow? The only thing that can happen is the fear of judgment of the peers, a kind of mind control. Fear. Society uses those tactics, which they perfected over millions of years to continue to maintain their veil and their ring of control over the minds and the doings of the people. Society shows people that the only way to live their lives happily is to comply to what society wants, because it's the right thing to do, and anyone who do not follow their rules, well, they are suppressed, pushed aside of society. It's get as crazy and even act upon with violence. What kind of society does this? From my reflections and experiences, it has led me to see and observe that the majority of people do not want to know the truth and or are afraid of it, are lazy and just want to comply and be told what to do. They want to be told what to believe and even want to be controlled. It's easier this way. It's not their fault. They have been raised, educated, cultivated, brain-fed, and misled by society to think that way, by not trusting and not knowing what they need for themselves, but relying on others for their well-being. They want to believe in the sayings of someone that seems supposedly more knowledgeable than themselves, or that someone will come and change things to make their lives easier, or that someone will come and save them. All this because of society and religion's work. Yeah. The truth is, man does not know anymore what he should do here, what is his role, his place in all of this. He and only he can save himself. But as religions and society spreads, and so the imposition of those false beliefs on the people, they were forced to and cultivated that way, and then started to believe in all of those beliefs. Those of a Messiah or a person or anything else will come and save them from their own sins, do everything for them. And then, for them, there were, and still are, the beliefs of today's society, but applied differently. As each and every knowledgeable man said, I can only show you the path. You got to walk the road yourself, or any variation. If everybody would understand this little and simple phrase, nobody would worship and listen to anything or anyone else than themselves. Not money, not a savior, not an actor, not an athlete, not a teacher, and or any religion that wants to govern your life. Only you, not egotistically speaking, but knowing yourself. Trusting yourself, knowing where you are, what your experiences are, your actions. By doing that, you and everyone else would be able to see the entire world as a happy and peaceful place. I'll come back with the following part. Following part is a controlled mind. Very interesting paper. How about this up?